consultant, a certified John Maxwell speaker, coach, and trainer who boasts 20 years of experience in sales, operations, network marketing. With special excitement, I'm pleased to welcome Sante's Chief Product Officer, Ms. Minette Carag. Hi,
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Maraming salamat din sa iyong, introduction. Talagang ako yun. Anyway, I am tasked to share with you a bit, pero maybe let me share something about myself. I started in this industry in 1995 when I was already 43 years old. So yung mga nagsimula dyan ng mga nasa 20s pa lang kayo, I just want to congratulate you. You've got an exciting ride, exciting journey ahead of you, and I have been so privileged to be part of this industry. Isang industriyang mapagmamalaki. I can be proud of this, and there's nothing to be ashamed of when you say you're in the direct sales industry or in the network marketing industry. So I've had 25 years of experience being halos hindi tayo nagkakalayo. I started 1995 and been here for 25 years. My first business, in my first business, I worked on that for about 5 years. I built a big organization. I was earning from 40 to 70,000 pesos a month, which during that time was a lot of money. But unfortunately, the company that I was with closed. Nagsara, nilagay ang product sa Mercury. So, malaking disappointment sa akin because I believed what was promised me. It was a local company, by the way. And that was where the vision for a local company, a 100% Filipino company that's truly global and multinational, that was where the vision started growing in my heart. But you see, I almost gave up. If it were not for a friend of mine who was in the industry and invited me back, I would probably never have come back to this industry, which I have come to love so much. And I just want to really thank God for the opportunity of being here and being able to add value to people. Now, siguro kung gusto niyo pa akong makilala, makipag-usap na lang kayo, I am very approachable. You can message me on Facebook and on Messenger. And I promise to answer. Basta matino lang yung mga tanong nyo. Anyway, let me start sharing my screen. I am tasked to share with you something about leadership. And so I hope this works. So can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Bing? Okay.
Yes, po.
So, okay. My task today is to share with you the foundation and heart of leadership. First of all, I would like to thank Rico for laying the foundation on what a global marketer is, because that lays a foundation for what I am going to share. Ng leadership. Kasi, ang sabi ni John Maxwell, leadership is influence, nothing less, nothing more. Once you start sponsoring people into the industry, and then they start to follow you, you are a leader whether you like it or not. So how do you lay a foundation for your business? How do you become a good leader? How do you show the heart of a true leader? So we're going to discuss that. Okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
The foundation and heart of leadership. So foundation provides stability. Parang pundasyon ng bahay, kung matibay ang pundasyon mo, matibay din ang leadership mo. So paano ka ba magbi-build ng isang foundation na matibay para sa negosyo mo at para sa grupo mo? So there are 3 questions that followers ask leaders. Those of you who have attended some of my lectures would know already these questions. And these 3 questions are, number 1, do you care for me? This it addresses the issue of connection. Do you connect? Can you help me? This addresses the issue of competence. And we will discuss that some more later. And number 3, can I trust you? That addresses the issue of character. So, connection, competence, and character. Madalas, pag meron kayong bagong tao na sponsored into the business, you're trying to, you talk to them, you make a presentation. At the back of this person's mind are these three questions. Do you care for me? Can you help me? Can I trust you? So leaders build trust by consistently exemplifying competence, connection, and character. Now, when you're starting, syempre, wala namang expert sa simula, no? So let me share with you this quote. People will tolerate honest mistakes because when we start, that's true. We do commit mistakes kasi hindi pa tayo magaling eh. But if you violate their trust, you will find it very difficult to ever regain their confidence. That is one reason that you need to treat trust as your most precious asset. So ang trust or ang tiwala ay synonymous sa character. Pag ang isang tao may good character, masasabi natin na mapapagkatiwalaan siya. Pero pag ang tao may bad character, napakahirap pagkatiwalaan. Okay? So let's look at these questions. Character makes trust possible. So character, your character as a person, the way that you conduct business lays a foundation for your leadership and is also foundational to your success as an entrepreneur, an independent business person. Character communicates itself through several things. First, character communicates consistency. O yung pagiging, when you say something that you follow after, you do follow through. A leader can be counted on day after day because of his or her ability to perform constantly. In other words, itong taong to consistent sa performance niya, sa lahat ng sinasabi niya. Now, if your people don't know what to expect from you as a leader, at some point, they will not look to you for leadership. Pag halimbawa, meron kang sinabi at hindi ka nag-follow through, dadating ang panahon na hindi na nila aasahan ang kahit na anumang sasabihin mo. So it erodes into your leadership. So, what kind of leader are you? Ang sabi ni Jerry West, one of the NBA greats, sabi niya, you can't get too much done in life if you only work on the days when you feel good. A leader will always show up whether he's feeling good or not feeling good. Okay? So, leadership is found there. I remember Michael Jordan, na he is considered one of the greats in the NBA, pero even when he was not feeling well, he would always show up. So what kind of leadership do we exhibit to the people that we lead? Do you as a leader live out good values? Yung values natin determines our character. Do you keep your commitments as a leader? And do you live with integrity? So, yung integrity yan, pag-usapan pa uli natin mamaya. So, una, character communicates consistency. That means people can depend on you. Number two, character communicates potential. So, there's here a question. Who has greater potential to achieve great dreams and positively impact others? One who is honest, tapat, disiplinado, and hardworking, versus one who is deceitful, impulsive, and lazy. That's a no-brainer as a question, di ba? Sino yung may mas malaking potential dito sa dalawang ito? Siyempre, yung honest, disciplined, and hardworking. Weak character is limiting. Pinakapundasyon ng ating leadership sa ating negosyo at sa paglilid ng mga tao ay ang character natin. Talent is not enough. Maaaring ang isang tao ay magaling pero character is needed for that person to go far. According to John Morley, no man can climb beyond the limitations of his own character. In other words, you cannot outperform your character. So, hindi mo mahihigtan yon. Kung ang character mo, kung merong character flaw, napakahirap na mag-succeed. Weak character blows up a person's ability to perform and capacity to lead. People with weak character are not trustworthy. Now, as I said a while ago, trust is synonymous to character, and trust is the foundation of leadership. When people don't trust you, it's very hard to lead. Would you agree? A leader with strong character earns the trust of people. Those who follow him trust in his ability to release their potential. So yung una kanina, character communicates consistency. Number 2, character communicates potential. He is a person or a leader who can help the follower release potential or achieve his potential. Let's look at the third one. Character communicates respect. A person who doesn't have character is unable to earn respect from others. Leaders earn respect by making sound decisions, admitting their mistakes, and putting what's best for followers and the organization ahead of their personal agendas. You know, Joey, Eric, and I have been working together for so many years. Si Eric, I have known him since my first business. So since 1995, I've been working with Eric. And kaming tatlo, we've been working together since 2000. So we have been through many experiences, and we have also made our mistakes. We've gone through several businesses, and one of the hardest things really is to choose what is best for the organization versus what is best for you as a person. Because I remember there was a time when we were already losing money with the business that we put up, but we could not bring ourselves to decide to close the business and not follow through on our commitments with the people in the organization. So kahit na palugi na kami noon, we followed through with our commitments. We paid out commissions even if we were already losing money. So pinili namin na ipagpatuloy ang magkaroon ng integrity sa lahat-lahat ng aming ginagawa. And that is the reason why we are here right now at Sante. When we put up Sante in the year 2007, we have learned from all the past mistakes that we've made. But one of the things that we've always followed is that we will never, ever take advantage of people, and we will always put the best, the good of the organization ahead of our own personal agenda. So yun ang commitment namin sa inyo. Kaming mga board members, we've been in this industry long enough to understand that when you lose integrity and when you lose character, it's so hard to rebuild a business. So leaders earn respect by making sound decisions, admitting and learning from their mistakes, and putting what's best for followers and the organization ahead of their own personal agendas. Pag meron kang bagong tao somebody in your organization is following you, they will look at you, they will look how you treat your family, they will look how you lead your life, and all of that contributes to the kind of character that you exhibit. I'd like to read for you a quote, because everyone among us wants to leave a legacy, and let me read this quote. The only thing that walks back from the tomb when the mourners with the mourners and refuses to be buried is the character of the man. This is true. What a man is survives him. It can never be buried. The character of the man will always survive him. If you have contributed positively to the lives of people will always, your character, your reputation will always outlive you. So character is so important. A leader's good character builds trust among his followers. When a leader breaks trust, he loses his ability to lead. Ito po ay totoong-totoo. Pag nawalan na ng paniwala sa inyo ang mga tao, napakahirap pong bawiin nun. So, how do we apply this in our business? Siyempre, it's not just enough for me to teach you these things, but how do we apply it? So number one, how trustworthy would your team say you are? You would know this by how open they are with you. That means, do they trust you? Do they openly share their opinion with you? Remember the first question that they ask, can I trust you? Do they openly share their opinion with you? Do they let you know what's going on with them? Do they give you bad news as readily as they give you good news? That means they trust you enough to be open with you. Number two, what are you currently doing to develop your character? So focus on these three areas. Integrity. Integrity is defined as being consistent, whether in your private life or in your public life. Yung word na integrity comes from the root word integer or one. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi ka double-faced. You only have one face, whether you're in private or in public. Whatever is your face, that's you. So in other words, what you see is what you get. That's your integrity. Number two, yung focus area is authenticity. This was mentioned by Rico a while ago. Yung ikaw ba ay totoong tao pag nakikipag-usap ka sa mga tao mo sa loob ng network? Hindi ka nagkukunwari. Ang tao mabibisto at mabibisto ka kung you really care for them. So are you authentic as a person? Do you really care for your people? And number three in the area is discipline. Do the right things no matter how you feel. If you say you are going to show up, show up. If you make a commitment to your people, follow through. Number three, question. If you have broken, ito yung isa sa pinakamahirap na part when I was preparing this. Kasi, syempre, mayroong mga panahon na maaaring tiwala sa atin, yung tiwala ng ibang tao sa atin, nasira natin. So, pag nangyari yon, what do we do? If you have broken trust with others in the past, your leadership will suffer until you make things right. So, but how do you make things right? So, there are some things that you could do as a leader. Number one, apologize without excuses to the one whom you may have hurt or betrayed. Pag tayo ay nagsabi ng sorry, I am sorry, and then say what you did wrong. The wrong way to say it is, I am sorry, kaya lang kasi ikaw ganyan. So it makes it worse. So if you are sorry for something, just say you apologize without excuses. Next is if you can make amends or restitution. Halimbawa, ito yung madalas na naririnig ko. Mama, laki ng utang, inutangan ako pero hindi ako binayaran. Lalo na kung upline mo ang gumawa nun, di ba? Napakahirap niyan. So if you can make amends so that you can build trust, do so. Commit to work to re-earn their trust. It is so hard for trust to be regained, but it is not impossible. The greater the violation, the longer it will take. That means you have to be consistently showing that you are really changing and you are really learning how to be trustworthy. The burden of earning trust lies on you as the leader and not on them. So I hope as we are all leaders here, let us work to build strong character. And if we have ever betrayed any person's trust, I pray that every one of us will be able to have the grace to make amends, make restitution, and repair relationships. As I said, we are in the people business. And reputation, since we are just a small industry, your reputation will follow you wherever you go. Kahit na lumipat ka pa ng kumpanya, hahabulin at hahabulin ka ng mga maling nagawa mo. So, build trust, don't abuse relationships, and build up a strong character. Okay, so that's the foundation of leadership. I hope every one of us here would do what needs to be done in order for us to be able to rise up to the next level of leadership and really make it big, not just locally, but in the global market. Hey, that talks about the foundation of leadership. I would like to share with you the heart of leadership is servanthood. The heart of leadership is based on serving others and not ourselves. Ito yung isa sa pinakamahirap na parte ng ating industriya kasi we are a people business. Every day you will talk to people and every day you will need to serve people. So this is one of my favorite quotes, and I know you know this too, and it is a quote that really illustrates servant leadership. I know you know who said this. If you help enough other people get what they want, you will get what you want. That's from Zig Ziglar. Even if he's already gone, this quote lives on. And he is a person with great integrity and great character. Servant leadership. Servant leaders add value to others. In other words, nagdadagdag tayo at hindi nagbabawas. We add to people, we do not subtract from people. Adding value to others through serving benefits not just the people being served, but it also benefits the leader. It allows the leader to experience the following: fulfillment in leading others. Marami sa inyo, narinig ko yung mga istoryong to Yung, alam nyo yung binabalikan kayo ng mga tao ninyo, nagpapasalamat dahil sa tulong na ginawa because you serve them. So it leads to greater fulfillment, and that's what I love so much about this industry that we are in, because we have such an opportunity to impact the lives of people. And yun na nga ang mission natin, help people live better lives. Leadership with the right motives. When you do it right, it gives you greater satisfaction. The leader also experiences the ability to perform significant acts as leaders. Then it allows you, when you serve others, it allows you to build a leadership team. Coupled with character, serving attracts people to you, because you begin to attract people like yourself, and you are able to develop a strong leadership team. Lastly, there is an attitude of service on a team. I'm really so blessed to be in the company that we are in, and having such a significant mission of helping people live better lives, because we can do that by serving others. So here are some guidelines to serving and adding value to others. I hope I'm not going so fast, because I'm working under also time. Okay, first guideline, we add value to others when we truly value others. Binibigyang halaga natin ang ibang tao kung tunay tayong nagpapahalaga sa kanila. Tama ba yung pagkakatagalog ko doon? Okay? We add value to others when we truly value them. When a person moves into a position of authority, he or she gives up the right to abuse people. That's a quote from Daryl Hartley Leonard. So when you are in a position of authority, it is so bad when that person in authority starts to abuse the people that are under him. So when we are in authority, we give up the right to abuse people. We are in the people business. So how do we show value to others? Do we know the people in our team? Kilala mo ba sila? Do we take time to connect and get to know their dreams, aspirations, and struggles? You know, some people define the word love with time, caring with time. That means when you spend time with people, it shows them that you care about them. We are in the people business. Leaders who add value by serving others believe in their people before they believe in themselves. Marami yung mga pumapasok sa industriya natin na basag na yung tiwala nila sa sarili nila. Hindi nila mapaniwalaan na meron silang potential. Pero when the leader truly values, that person can identify potential in people, and they can express belief in those people, in the people inside the team, and people succeed better. There are more chances of success when the leader believes in them. So do you believe in the people that you serve? Number 2, leaders serve and add value to others when we make ourselves more valuable to others. Binibigyan natin sila ng halaga kung ginagawa nating mahalaga ang ating sarili. Paano natin ginagawa yon? The whole premise of adding value means that you have something of value to add. You cannot give what you do not have. So dito na pumapasok yung, do you have the skills that you can transfer to another person? Do you have the opportunity that you can present and serve to another person? Do you have the experience that you can use to teach another person? Having the perspective of a leader through having gone through experiences. I know there are leaders inside the organization. You only need to talk to them. They will tell you about the experiences that they've gone through, the hardships that they've gone through. I know somebody, one of our top-ranked leaders, na nung nagsisimula siya dito sa negosyong to, natutulog siya sa bus station. Dahil wala siyang pera. Pero ngayon, isa na siya sa pinakamalaking leaders ng ating organization. And that person is very authentic when it comes to leadership. He will tell you what it takes to become successful in the business that we are in. So do you have something that's of value? Are you making yourself valuable in the area of skills, in presenting opportunities, and presenting your experiences to the people that you lead? Are you serving them through that? Serving as a leader means that you need to grow yourself in order to have something of value to add to others. If you're not growing, what can you give? You cannot give what you do not have. The more you intentionally grow personally, the more you would be able to serve others. So how are you growing? Have you made it your commitment to yourself to grow as a person, to grow as a leader? Because that if you want to grow a big team, you have to be able to serve them by growing. Number 3, leaders serve and add value when we know and relate to what others value. Alam ba natin yung mga pinapahalagahan ng mga tao natin? People that we lead? As leaders, do we know what our people value? Inexperienced leaders are quick to lead without knowing anything about the people they intend to lead. Sometimes in our industry, we think that everybody wants to become a millionaire. But actually, when you sit down and talk with the people, sometimes they only want to earn an additional 5,000 a month or an additional 10,000 a month. Do you know what the aspirations of your leaders are? What are they in the business for? So you add value when you get to know them. Mature leaders listen, learn, and lead. What are your people's stories? What are their hopes and dreams? What are their aspirations, their emotions? Do you know? So when you take these steps of listening and learning, it communicates to the people in your team that you value them and that you relate to what they value. Yung pinapahalagahan mo yung mga bagay na mahalaga sa kanila. Leaders discover what is valuable to the people they lead, and then they lead based on what they learn. So sometimes when we do coaching, connect by knowing what they need. And we serve others and add value when we do things that God values. Ito yung isa sa mga kwento na rinig ko when I was new in the industry. The greatest networker of them all was Jesus Christ. He started with 12 leaders, and now the church that he leads is in the billions now. But Jesus, sabi niya, he came not to be served, but to serve. So let us lead. Let us serve as leaders. Okay, I hope you agree with that. Now the application question. Do you have a servant's attitude when it comes to leadership? In situations where you are required to serve others' needs, how do you respond? Are you resentful? Impatient? Pag hiningi ng tulong sa'yo, binibigyan mo ba ng oras? Siyempre, pipiliin mo rin kung sino, pero sometimes there are people who really need your time and you need to give time to them. Do you think that certain tasks are beneath your dignity or position? Meron bang mga bagay na ayaw mo nang gawin dahil sobrang taas mo na or sobrang taas na ng rank mo? If you answered yes, it may be that you have not yet start practicing by performing small acts of service without seeking credit or recognition. Sometimes yung mga anonymous ways or sometimes yung acts of kindness or just encouragement does a lot to serve the people that you lead. Number 2, what do the people closest to you value? Ang mahalaga sa kanila, alam mo ba? Make a list of those most important to you in your family and your team. Write down what each person values most. I hope you are able to do that. How well do you relate to the things your people value most? If you don't know what they value most, find time to spend with them and find out, because that's the way we serve. Number 3, make adding value a part of your lifestyle. Begin with those closest to you and also do that for the members of your team. Ask yourself the question, How could you add value to the people on your list related to what they value? And if you are able to find the answer to that question, how could you add value? Paano mo ba maipapaabot sa kanila na mahalaga sila sa iyo? Start doing it. Okay, so do that for the people close to you. Do that with the people that you lead. And so I hope you got something from what I shared with you this evening. I have 20 seconds left on my time, Ian. And I would like to thank everyone for the privilege of being able to share with you. I am Minette Carag, your Chief Product Officer. Let us strive as one in 2021. Thank you very much, Bing and Ian. Back to you.
Thank you, Ate Minette. Very short lang yung talk, pero ang daming takeaways. Parang, Ian, do you care for me?
Yes, of course.
Can I trust you?
Was there a split second delay? No, of course. You can trust me.
But
okay.
ang tagal mong sumagot.
Hindi, naghang ako. I love you, Miss Bing. Ma'am Minette, it wasn't actually short for me, Ma'am Bing. Actually, it wasn't short because of the amount of content that there was in the 30 minutes, no. What struck me, Ma'am Bing, yung mature leaders listen, learn, and lead. Okay, sometimes yun yung narilimutan ng leaders, makinig. Sometimes as the leaders, we sometimes think that it's all going to be one way. It's going to be coming from us, the directions and all, and then but listening really really spells the difference of a mature leader than just an ordinary leader. Tsaka ito, Ma'am Bing, dagdag ko rin, no? Yung make adding value a lifestyle. No? Yung bang pag napalapit ka sa tao, do you add value to the person? Or pag naghiwalay kayo ng tao, parang ayaw ka na niya makita uli. Parang ganon.
Tama. I said na it's short, no? Kasi yung questions, gusto ko lahat answerin eh. Parang sinasaksak ako nung when di ba yung mga questions, for sure maraming yung mga natamaan. So it's really very true, no? My takeaways kasi talent is not enough. Character is needed if you want to go far. No, this is really very true. Sabi ko nga, in our industry, very few people can understand what it is all about. Diba? So, others are in not really for the money. Kasi mayaman na sila, diba? Aminin nyo, partners, you have a lot of partners na talagang they are not here for the money, but they are here for the products, they are here for the recognition. So, very few people can understand what is our industry is all about. So, it's not really talent, but the character. That's why importante talaga yan. So, anywhere we go, kahit na ilang taon pa tayo sa industriya na to, we will always stay chin up, diba? Na talagang a legacy that we can always leave to a lot of our friends and family. Thank you, Ate Minette, for your great talk for tonight. For sure, maraming natutunan. This is just only pangalawa pa lang tayo, Ian, no? From
Kaya nga.
Puerto Rico.